Hey guys, Sam here, and welcome back to another episode of the Arsenal Career Mode series. Ladies and gentlemen, last episode we had a pretty frustrating episode, qualifying second through our group in the Champions League due to a draw against Porto. A 90th minute goal means we qualified second instead of first, and could potentially change the course of our Champions League campaign this season. Now, I asked you guys who you thought we'd be facing in the round of 16, and although we won't be playing that team today, I'm going to be revealing who it is, and who of you guessed it correctly. So, without further ado, let's take a look at the bracket for the Champions League. Now, before we switch over, I don't know who we have yet. I don't know what team we drew, because there was no way of me checking until I had to actually come and see the bracket, and I thought I'd wait. I just don't know. The only good option is Sporting Club de Portugal. So let's take a look at who we have. We have... where are we? Oh my god. We actually got PSG. Are you fucking joking? We actually got PSG. To all of you who guessed it correctly, to all of you who wanted the dream match, there it is. Arsenal versus PSG. We returned to Paris against our former club, a club where we dominated the Champions League, boys, winning it 3 times in 3 years. We're not going to be playing in today's episode, guys, but that is something for you guys to look forward to. That is going to be massive. If we had topped our group instead of Sevilla, we would have been drawing Lazio in the round of 16, so quite a big difference between Lazio and PSG. I can't wait for that to happen. That'll probably happen next episode, so that is definitely going to be huge. But at the moment, we are in the January transfer window, and we have a few things to do. Now, I asked you guys in the last couple episodes, should I sign Thibaut Courtois? And to be honest, I haven't made a decision just yet. I don't know what to do, but we're gonna go see if he's available at the very least. There he is. He is available. 27 years of age, 86 rated. It says he's a crucial first-team player, but they have Manuel Neuer and Sillerson. They're both higher rated than Courtois at this point in time. So I don't think he is a crucial first-team player. But I'm very surprised that Courtois is only 86 rated. You would assume that he would have grown by now to maybe an 88, 89, even 90. So I'm really surprised to see him sitting at an 86 rating. Lopez is 85, so they're not too far off as far as rating goes. But as you guys know, I don't care about rating, and Lopez has been performing really, really well. So for now, for this episode, because we're not going to do the entire January transfer window this episode, but for this episode, I'm going to not sign Courtois just yet. I'm going to give it one more episode to see what I should do, just to sort of get a feeling for what I should do, because I don't really know if I should sign Courtois. I don't even know if that's a good signing. There's still time for you guys to let me know, so if you want to let me know, go ahead and take to the comment section, should we sign Courtois? We'll start off today with an simmed game away against Hull City. If you guys do go on to enjoy today's episode, make sure you smash a like on the video. 150 likes, if you guys could hit it, would be absolutely amazing. The likes have dipped lately, which is, you know, that happens because, you know, the more a series goes, the less support it gets, which is just general knowledge. So 150 likes if you could hit it. If not, that's fine. Just do your best to hit over 100 likes. That would be fantastic, as it looks like we are drawing against Hull City at the moment, going to the last 15 minutes of the game. Can we pull out a winner? It doesn't look like we will. It's 1-1 away at Hull City. Not the worst. We have a huge lead on Manchester City, so I'm not complaining about that. Okay, we'll also simulate this away game against Bristol City in the 3rd round of the FA Cup. An away game here today. Again, the second string lineup there. We got Welbeck in there, though. I'm trying to bolster this lineup a little bit more. So we've got Ramsey and Welbeck playing today to hopefully clinch a win for us. Because the team that we had previously, I don't think would get the win. So I've decided to go ahead and put Welbeck in there and Ramsey in there to bolster the team a little bit more. They have Wickham, but I'm quite sure that's not Connor Wickham. I don't think he'd be at Bristol City, as it looks like we'll be picking up a win here against Bristol City. 15 minutes left to go, 3-1 up, and yeah, we're completely dominating. 90th minute, 3-1, and we progress through the FA Cup. Hopefully something that we'll be challenging for later in the season. Another sim game we're going to do is Stoke City. Just trying to knock out as many games as possible. Already 3 games in the first 8 days here in January, and just trying to get rid of as many as possible. Stoke City have a pretty decent team, actually. Sort of interesting what happens here as Joel Campbell puts us up 1-0 in the 19th minute. Stoke City are a pretty decent team, actually. They have some really good players, just looking at it. They have Promes, who's really, really good. And I don't recognize a few players, so maybe a few youth players coming into the team there, but overall, not a bad team. I wonder what rating Jack Butland is at right now. But 3-0 looks like we'll have a Gaia, Campbell, and Lacazette show right there, picking up 3 goals and 3 points. This is the first game that we're going to play in today's episode, a game against Liverpool. And as you can see, Liverpool currently sitting in 3rd position, just 2 points off Manchester City. But we have a huge lead on Manchester City. It's 10 points. I was about to say 11 points. That's wrong. It's 10 points. Against Manchester City right now. We have a lead, which is very, very good. But going to Anfield, never easy. Kind of looking forward to it. Anfield, you know, even though I'm a Manchester United fan, I can admit I'm assuming an away day at Anfield is actually pretty good for the players. They probably enjoy it. Not Man United players, but every player. Let's just get into this game against Liverpool. Let's take a look at the lineup. It'll probably be the only game we play in today's episode because we're trying to get through January as quick as possible. So we'll play this game against Liverpool. Let's take a look at the lineup. It's going to be a pretty damn hard game. That is the lineup that I've ended up going with. It's Welbeck up front with Rodriguez behind him. Sterling and Campbell on the wings with Verratti and Ramsey in midfield. Gaia, Laporte, Davis, and Bellerin as a back four with Lopez in between the sticks. Anthony Lopez, man, I'm happy with him at the moment. I don't know if we need to sign Courtois. I'm very, very torn. I'm very, very conflicted because part of me is saying you have the money, you're probably not going to spend it on anybody else. Why not just bring in Courtois? But at the same time, even if we brought Courtois in, I don't know if he'd start ahead of Lopez. He's been an absolute machine for us. He's pulled out some incredible saves, so I don't know what we're going to do, guys. Maybe we'll buy Courtois for the sake of buying him, but right now we have to focus on Liverpool away at Anfield. Welbeck, back to Verratti. What's Verratti going to do? He's going to try and fight Danny Welbeck, splitting the defense, not the midfield, but the shot was just not good enough. Good bit of play, though. First real attack for us. It's been a very, very cagey affair so far, and that could have been 1-0 if it wasn't for Mignolet. Markovic now with the opportunity to counter-attack. He's got a lot of room on the wing, but it's Alberto Moreno now. He finds Eremenko. He finds Lucas. Lucas up to Jordan Henderson. What's Jordan going to do? He pulls it back to Eremenko. He can hit those.
I like it.
Oh, Lopez has found Welbeck. He's been fouled, ref. I was through on goal if I didn't get fouled. Also, that looked like a brutal landing for Welbeck. Look, Welbeck's just trying to get the ball, and look at that. He's just power bombed pretty much. Look at this. Klein just turns him around and just power bombs him. Bang! Batista would be proud of that. James Rodriguez. They seem to be marking Verratti less on this one. They've given him a lot of room. He smashes that on his left.
I like it.
Gaia just cuts it out with ease. What's Jose Gaia going to do now? He's running up the pitch. He's got Sterling in a lot of room. Sterling's going to whip that in. And it's going to be Welbeck in there, but Sacco gets rid. It's going to be Raheem Sterling. He pulls the man with him as well. Makes room for Verratti. Verratti's going to bang that one.
I like it.
Joel cuts it out. Making a run now. We had a pretty quiet first half. What's he going to do? He's going to lay it off to James. Rodriguez smashes it. Lovren gets in the way. Rodriguez lays it off for Sterling against his former club at Anfield. He scores the goal and celebrates as well. Yes, he does. Raheem Sterling, I bet, would be that type of guy that would celebrate at Anfield. What a hit here by Sterling after Rodriguez just lays it off. Perfectly placed by Sterling. Doesn't have the best finishing. You would assume maybe he'd fuck that up, but he didn't. And James Rodriguez making it happen. Really, really smart in the moment to know exactly where he was and where his players were. Very, very good wherewithal by James Rodriguez to make that happen. Aaron Ramsey finds James to Danny Welbeck. Welbeck using his body well there as a shield almost. Finds Aaron Ramsey who can't get past Moreno. It's going to be Eremenko now running down. He's got Moreno making the overlapping run on the left-hand side. Joe Davis can't keep up with him. He's going to whip in the cross. Balotelli's in there, but Lopez beats him to it. Oh, Rodriguez, how does he find the space? How does he find the space? Welbeck now making a run. He finds Marco Verratti. He's going to ping that from outside the box. And Mignolet is there to just grab it. William Carvalho, he goes down to Eremenko. What's Eremenko gonna do? Finds Moreno. Davis cuts it out. Davis finds Ramsey. Ramsey finds James Rodriguez. No stamina. He's got Lucas catching up to him. What's James gonna do? He's gonna try and tuck that in. Is he fouled? Yes, he is, ref. Has he given the penalty? Yes, he has. What smart refereeing that is. I applaud you, ref. Thank you for the penalty there. I don't know if it'll count. I don't know if that counts as a penalty because James had already taken his shot, but he's come in late. The ball was still technically in play, even though it was going high and wide. And it's a yellow card there for Lee Lucas and a penalty for Arsenal. We'll let James take it. Not only does he have the best penalty, but he also won it. So what's he going to do here against Simon Mignolet? Places it and it makes it 2-0. Let's celebrate on the other side here. I don't know where the fans are, the away fans. But I don't think they're on this side. So we'll go celebrate in front of the Liverpool fans and piss them off even more. Look at Sacco. Look at the room he has. What's he going to do? He finds Sturridge.
I like it.
And Sturridge puts it across goal. And it's an opportunity here. Sacco making the advanced run. And I don't know, man. They've really started to bomb men forward. And I haven't put it on defensive yet. Maybe that's why they got men forward there. And Bellerin could do nothing about that. Trying to get in the way. But he could do nothing about that. 2-1, and Liverpool now have a lifeline. There it is, full-time 2-1 at Anfield. I believe that was the scoreline at the Emirates in the reverse fixture a few episodes ago. And 2-1 is how it ends. I think we completely dominated Liverpool. I think their goal was simply due to the fact that they had so many men forward. And it's a good away win here at Anfield. And it's going to boost the confidence even more because we have such a huge lead now. We are playing with such confidence and such fluidity. 9 shots, 6 on target for us with 49% possession to Liverpool's 3 shots, 2 on target, 51% possession. The game started off and I thought it was going to be a very cagey affair. I honestly thought it'd be very difficult to score any goals. Neither of us were really dominating the attacking game, but as soon as we started getting a few chances, they kept rolling and rolling in, and eventually some of them had to go in. So 2 goals here today for us and 3 points. You can't argue with that. It's a great performance here and a great result at Anfield. Alright, we'll simulate this game against Southampton real quick. We'll play the full strength lineup. They've had plenty of time to rest, and hopefully we can pull out a big result here against Southampton. Take a look at their team. Oh, mate, I remember coming up against Rondon. What an absolute beast. He scored a header, I think, in that game against Southampton. A very tight game, actually. So, looks like we're 2-0 up in the first half, thanks to Campbell and Lacazette scoring a penalty. And looks like it should be a win here against Southampton. Campbell injured. I hope that's not too serious. We'll skip the rest of the game, and we'll check out how long Campbell's out for. Right, Campbell's only out for 9 days, which I believe he'll miss 1 game. So that's not too bad. Could have been a lot worse. Right, I'm actually going to end today's episode right here. I know this was a bit of a more relaxed and maybe even a shorter episode because there was a lot of sim games. But I was just trying to get through as many games in January as possible. There's still time in January. Next episode, we've got a couple of cup ties, actually, that we'll be playing, I believe, against Everton, which will be very, very interesting. And we'll also be deciding our future as far as Thibaut Courtois goes. Honestly, guys, I'm leaning towards not signing Courtois because I like Lopez. Like, he's been killing it. And I understand why people want me to sign Courtois. He's one of the, youngest, the highest potential goalkeepers, but if you're going by rating, he's only 1 higher rating than Lopez. So if that's your whole deal, you want him because he's a higher rated goalkeeper. He's only 1 rating better than Lopez. And Lopez has been performing amazing. You guys cannot deny that Lopez has filled in the boots that Czech left. You got to admit that he has stepped up, and he's not been as good as Czech, I don't think, because Czech had the ability to keep some really, impressive clean sheets. But some of the individual saves that Lopez has made, Lopez's best save for us is better than Czech's best save for us. Think about it that way. Lopez has made some incredible saves, and I'm really, really happy having him at the club. I don't need Courtois. I'm not going to sign Courtois, and you never know, we could use that money for something else. Because there's still time in January, and you never know, maybe someone will hand in a transfer request, and we could pick them up. But other than that, guys, I think that'll wrap up today's episode. As far as the league goes, we are still 10 points ahead of Manchester City. Liverpool, we're 1 point behind City and are now 7 points behind City. What happened to them? I know we beat them, but obviously they got beat by somebody else as well. So they dropped 6 points here today to Manchester City and are now 7 points behind them, allowing Bournemouth and Villa to join the top 4 once again. Bournemouth and Villa, man, they've been up there the entire season, and right now it looks like they're probably one or both of them could make top 4 this season, which would be pretty interesting. As far as the relegation battle, it's the same customers. Leicester, Stoke and Watford are down there. Stoke City, if they went down, that would be a tragedy for them. But Sunderland's right there. QPR, Southampton, you got a few teams lingering, but still a lot of games left in the season. 15 games in the Premier League season left. So this 10-point lead is actually going to be a pretty healthy thing to have. 15 games left, so I'm very happy with that. Champions League probably won't happen next episode. Probably the episode after that, we'll be facing PSG, which will be absolutely crazy. Oh my god, PSG. I don't want to face that team if they have Messi and Neymar. I don't want to, boys. We're going to get demolished by PSG. unless we can pull out some sort of miracle. But we're not going to focus on that. It's not happening yet. If you're excited for that though, make sure you leave a like on the video. That's it from today, guys. I hope you had a good day. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I'll see you guys in the next one very soon. Keep it real.